Terrible. Don't do that one.
Hello, my name is Carle, and I'd like to invite you on a short journey into the rainforests of the world. They're actually a small part of our planet, yet possibly the world's largest resource base for new foods. Think of up to 10,000 new species of fruits and nuts, flavorings, spices, vegetables, flowers. This is a resource base that may tantalize our taste buds for centuries to come. Let's go upward into the canopy of this rainforest. This is where a lot of the action takes place. It's up here in the canopy that most of the pollination occurs, and of course, following that, most of the fruit. Deep in the jungles of Borneo, and this incredibly diverse island should provide us with many new interesting foods. I've just found this fruit in the rainforest, and it reminds me of something that I've seen before, called a langur. I see it in small kampongs and villages in remote places. Let me open the fruit and see what's inside for us to discover. And it's actually very sweet and delicious, very much like the langur, and yet this is a minor relative of it, which is never ever seen in any orchards or any farms. This is a pure wild fruit, and it represents the incredible biodiversity in food that we find inside a rainforest. Here's an interesting plant. Actually, the leaves of some rainforest species are edible. They're quite flavorsome and quite nutritious. And here we can see that these new red leaves are actually flushes after the rains, and they come out, they're a contrast to the background. And they give us a signal that these are edible. I think we're into some interesting flavors here. I've been told by the traditional people that these are quite edible, so let's see. Beautiful flavor. Flowers can be one of the most exciting parts of our diet. And here in Africa, I've come across a costus. It's one of a group of spiral gingers that occur in rainforests all around the world. I've tasted over 80 different species. They come in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. But not only that, great flavors. This is the flower I'm most excited about. Yum. Here in the forest, we come across palms from time to time. And inside the growing point of these palms is a wonderful edible cabbage. Now, the thing we have to be careful for is that we harvest these in a sustainable manner, otherwise we destroy our food source. And you can see that there's young suckers coming on this. So we can actually take the growing point, eat this, and there'll be ones to take its place. Sustainable harvesting. This is excellent. This is crispy, crunchy, wonderful. Great for on the go, and I've still got the remainder of the hard palm to take home to the family. You get that, mosquito? Oh wow, here's a fruit that's fallen on the forest floor, and it has some wonderful edible seeds. Okay, if I can remove this outer seed husk, I've got a very tasty fruit to eat. And the beauty of the rainforest is that there are many species that fall on the forest floor, and if you know what you're eating, you can get some very great foods here. I travel to rainforest areas all around the world, and over the past 30 years or so, I've seen an amazing amount of rainforest destruction. Often it's cleared by small landowners, but increasingly it's for large plantations, oil palms, soybeans, cattle, agribusiness. And they reckon that rainforest disappears around our planet at about a football field size every second or two. That's an amazing loss of biodiversity. Biodiversity that may provide us with new foods, medicines, and many other useful plants. It's a biodiversity we can't afford to lose.
And that's why we created the Botanical Ark.
Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to our home, the Botanical Ark. Home not just for our family, but to thousands of species of tropical plants, hundreds of species of fruits and nuts. When we started this project many years ago, our focus has been primarily on food plants, foods from the rainforest that people can eat. We grow, research, and experiment with these tropical plants, many for the first time outside their countries of origin. We use these plants as an educational tool to teach people about the usefulness of rainforest plants, in hopes that this will help save some more rainforests. I think of Alan as sort of a walking encyclopedia. He's just so knowledgeable and passionate about the rainforest. He's actually in the final stages of writing his new book, Jungle Food, which will introduce you to new taste sensations from the rainforest from all over the world.
Food has two purposes. The first is to sustain us through health, and the second is to enamor us, to fulfill a desire for tastes that we can savor and remember for a long time. The rainforests of the world can provide us with many new foods for us to do just that.